Now give me my theme music.
Not for the weak, you can't compete. Piggyback Johnny, Moro Luciani. Plus we bringing a couple guests.
Not for the Week podcast.
You already know, man. Welcome back to Not for the Week podcast, where we podcast about shit throughout the week. I'm your host, Moro Luciani, aka Piggyback Johnny.
And I'm your host, Jeff Parrish, man. Today on Not for the Week, we got somebody we've been putting on for Northeast Ohio long before a lot of people realize how deep his story goes. Coming straight out of Warren, Ohio, he's a comedian, radio personality, podcaster, entrepreneur, event producer, and the man behind 330 Entertainment. He shared stage and worked alongside some of the biggest names in comedy, including DC Young Fly and Bubba Dub. But his journey didn't start there. From the days of Lamont and the Two White Guys on Jams 101.9 to comedy stages, community events, podcasts, and building his own 330 movement, this man has been representing Warren and the Mahoney Valley for years. Today, we would like to welcome our esteemed honor, Not for the Week podcast, Mr. Lamont C. Bryant, a.k.a. Lamont 330. You feel me?
Thank you, bro. Let's go.
Yes, sir, man.
I've been you're you're on the only channel on my radio that works.
Yeah.
So I've been listening to you for a minute. You know what I mean? You know what I
That's
mean?
amazing, bro.
Honored to have you as a guest, my brother. Thank you for showing up early. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it, just you being here, man.
Yeah, I want to thank you guys for having me. You know, when people reach out for interviews, I really don't do interviews. I'm gonna keep it real. I just don't, because I just don't. And you know, y'all from the city, so anybody from the city, I'm most definitely gonna tap in with and give them that interview that I won't give everybody else.
And we appreciate that, man. We definitely do, because you definitely deserve your flowers, man. That's what this interview is about. Talking about what you've accomplished, what you got going on right now, a little bit about your life. You know, I mean, small little talks, nothing crazy, but we're glad you're here, man.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna start it off with a softball question.
Go ahead.
Joel Imler. Does that name take you back anywhere?
It sounded like when I first started on the radio.
Yeah, October 2009. Lamont and the Two White Guys. You interviewed Joel after he survived serious burns while reportedly running into a burning house twice to help save 4 children.
Yeah, I did do that interview. The name threw me off, but when you said that interview, yeah. Sure.
What do you remember about that mood change in the studio when he started telling that story? What about that story sticks out to you?
I mean, what it was when he called in, I didn't know nothing about it. It was like, huh? And then when he started saying it, it's like the people at the radio station was like, oh, people might not want to hear that. I'm like, I'm bringing him in. I used to cross the boundaries with the radio, because it's like, as soon as I say, oh, let's do this, it'd be like, no, we can't do that. But then you see somebody else doing it. But that story right there, I want him to come in and tell the story, because it's like people don't get a chance to explain themselves or give people the true facts of what's really going on. So my thing was, anybody I bring on the radio, I'm letting them talk instead of us talking over them or making them feel like they're only there for a hot second. My thing was, be heard, speak your language, and then I'll clean it up after that.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Shit, with that one, what you got, bro? You got any questions? I got some more, but go ahead.
Wait, what part of Warren you from, brother?
From the east side, you know, all day east side. You gotta throw that
east side.
You can't spell the West without the ES. That's what I be telling you.
You know, growing up on the east side of Warren, like how's your mental health, first of all? Like you know what I mean, just as a man today, and just like, you know, being as busy as you are, how's your mental health going on right now?
That's a good question.
I mean, for the last 3 years, I've been dealing with my mom with cancer. My mom found out she had cancer unexpectedly, stage 4. So I was about to give up everything. My mental changed on that because some people get weak and they get depressed and they get to crying and my mental, God made me say, nah, you have to take care of your mom, stand on all 10, whatever you got to do it. So I was going on the road with Bubba Dub at the time when this happened. So I had to shut that down. And he understood. He was like, do what you need to do for your mom, take care of everything, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I did. I stayed home for 3 years without touring, without doing shows. I was just going back and forth to Cleveland Clinic. You know, I had to make sure my mom was right. But my mental health, back to that, my mental health is way more calmer and healthier than it was because before my mom had cancer, I was running around stressed out, trying to do too much, trying to be everywhere, wasn't taking care of myself mentally like I should have been. But once this happened, God made me say, take care of your mental first before you do anything else. And that's what I did. I went inside the person that I used to be and pushed that person out to where I am now. So you do have to pick a side in your health and your mental. You can't just do everything for everybody and ain't doing stuff for yourself. So that's one thing you do have to focus on. And thank you for asking that question because a lot of people don't ask questions like that.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's very important, man. Especially, you know, like where we deal with so much, you know, we just got to keep going. You know, like our like mental and the physical, we just getting older. We just keep grinding, and people don't really care about that. They only care about when you're winning, and they don't care about when you're sick or what you got going on or shine
Yeah.
and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So that's what builds people, and that's what builds character. And you know, like in your field, that's what actually makes you. That's what builds you. You know what I mean? So like with your mom's having cancer, first of all, our condolences and prayers go out to
Definitely.
your mom.
Definitely.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Does that make you a stronger performer?
Yeah, it lit a fire under me because before I really wasn't focusing on just me, you know. And then once I had to focus on her, it gave me time to focus on me because God was telling me like, you here for your mom, but what are you doing for yourself?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I had to think about that. And then, you know, being married, I got to take care of my wife. I got to take care of my mom. I got kids. Everybody was pulling me in so many directions. I never had time for myself. I've been on the go for almost 20 years nonstop.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't understand. Before Lamont and 2 White Guys, I was on the go. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when they gave me Lamont and 2 White Guys, I was heavy in the streets.
Yeah.
People didn't even know that. I would get off the radio and be in the full-fledged streets. but that's at the time I didn't know the potential of who I was. You know what I'm saying? I would get off the radio and go straight home and be in the middle of the projects and everything that's going on. And one day, some older guy pulled up on me. He was like, "Do you know who you are?" And I'm like, "What you mean by that?" I'm like, "I know who I am." He was like, "No, you must don't know who you is. You shouldn't be out here."
Yeah.
I'm like, he was like, "Lamont, you on top of the world. Like people don't like that." And I used to be like, "Man, I ain't worried about that." But then when you get to seeing people and you get to watching people, you get to seeing what the true purpose of a person is that come around you and in your life. Some people come around just for what you got. Some people come around for who you are. Some people come around for what you can do for them, but nobody come around when you need them.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And that's powerful. Most comedians I know they can channel their pain. I mean, that's kind of like my thing too. I always take my pain and make some jokes out of it. You know what I'm saying? Make lightheartedness. So it's really astonishing to me when I hear a comedian talk about like the reality of their real life. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the whole facade of when you see this person on stage, they just so confident and they just so funny and they lighthearted about everything. And you're like, that nigga's still a human being who breathes and bleeds and shit. So you know what I'm saying?
I still punch you in the face. Like,
I
still wake up on bad times even though I'm funny.
Yeah, and that's real shit. So it's amazing to hear that that journey. What made you like? What was the defining moment that made you say like, let me like actually try comedy out in the first place?
My cousin, I was on See, I was knee deep in the streets. I can't cap. I can't lie because people need to hear this type of stuff.
Amen.
I was on my way to Texas to go cop. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I was sitting at the airport in Cleveland, and my cousin's girlfriend called me like, "Don't come." I'm like, "Huh?" She like, "Don't come." She like, "The feds just raided our house. Don't come." I'm like, "Oh shit!" And so I'm just sitting at the airport. I'm like, "God damn!" And then I leave the airport, go back home. I got all this money on me. I'm just sitting at home, like, "Damn, what am I gonna do?" Then I seen a Funny Farm Comedy Club. Like it was like, if you think you're a comedian, you think you're funny, come show what you got at the Funny Farm. I'm like, huh? And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, let me try this. And I go, and I win the first. No, I didn't win the first showcase. I got all the way to the finals and lost to some comedian they had brought in. He was already a professional, but they brought him in, put him in the tournament, so I wouldn't win. So the next time I come back, I'll win the tournament and then win the next tournament. But it was like they wouldn't pay me, so it was like, all right. And I was sitting. I did a show with Little Duval, and after I did the show, that's when Jams 101 contacted me and was like, "Hey, you want to do this show on the radio?" And I'm like, I don't know. And then when I go, instead of them just having me there, they had two white guys there, and I'm like, I wonder what they doing. So I asked them, they were like, "Yeah, we here for a show." I'm like, "A show?" Like, but then when the skipper Biz Nurk come out, he like, yeah, I want y'all two guys to get together and try to come up with a name. I want you guys to do a show. I think all you guys are funny. I'm like, all right. He was like, "Here go $100." You know me, took that $100 and got changed for that motherfucker quick. I bust that bitch down so quick, like, "Here go your money, here go your money." Lamont and the two white guys. It was like, we went back to Skip. He was like, "You got a name?" I'm like, "Yeah." We went to Barley's. They sent us to Barley's. I go to Barley's. I don't drink. So they got them a beer. We walked back across the street. He was like, "You come up with a name?" I said, "Yeah, Lamont and the two white guys." They was like, "Huh?" I said, "Yeah, I want to run with that." He's like, "You sure?" I said, "Yeah." So when Devin took the picture, we was in the old building, the Federal, and we was upstairs, like where ain't nobody at, and they had this sign that said "No, now smoking," and we took a picture in front of there, and that was the legendary picture of Lamont and two white guys. And after that, we got on the air. The first day I got on the air, we had probably like 10 calls, and then like the next week I got on the air, we had 200 calls. Then the next week then the week after that, we had 500 calls. They had to switch the phone and get a bigger phone for us to punch in all the callers. And then after that, we just blew up. I was blowing up because this is something I want to tell y'all. When people tell y'all, you got to do this, you got to write this down, you got to do that. I just did a radio show, not writing nothing down. I used to go in there. They'd be calling me like, "What we doing today?" I'll be there. And when I get there, I pull the white guys in the room. I say, "This what you do, this what you do, and this what I'm gonna do," and that's it. To the point where they got mad at me because I started letting the white boys talk, and I'm like, they need to talk. Like I can't be the only one on the radio talking and giving a black let them. Like I used to start the show off and let them just go.
Yeah.
And then the boss was like, "No, Lamont, you got to talk." I'm like, "Man, they know who I am. I ain't got to do that. I'm putting the show together. Like I'm sort of a narcissist when it comes to putting stuff together."
Yeah,
like,
yeah, me too. I'm the same way.
Oh my God.
Yes, because listen, when I put a show together, I'm sitting there, I'm not writing nothing down. I got a photographic memory. So when I sit down and I put something down, it's gonna work. They used to be like, "Oh, that's not gonna work." Man, listen, when we did the hometown jams, this how crazy this was. I took that over from Luck Penny. And the reason why I took it over was because it's like I'm seeing all these people submitting songs and nobody's songs was getting played.
Dog.
You know what I'm saying? Artists would come to me like, "Man, I know it's one of y'all who ain't playing my music." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, I ain't got nothing to do with hometown. But then when I put my input on hometown jams, that's when a lot of artists started getting heard. You had Gotta Hustle. You got Suge B.
Yeah.
You got all these like you got all these people like even like some of the groups I kind of forgot their name, like CK from PA, the one that killed himself.
Oh yeah.
He was another one, bro. I was bringing them to the light. I was bringing everybody to the light, like what's it? Was it Beat Suge? That's his name? I gotta think of these names, man.
Should be. Yeah, no, I know what you mean because I met you at Nexus. Because my best friend Alex. So I met
Oh,
you
yeah.
like before you was even doing like
But that's
comedy. I don't think you was doing comedy yet. That's where I first met you at. So I know you knew all of the rappers and shit. And it's crazy you brought up 2009. I was like, bro, September 6, 2009. Lucky Penny's family reunion at the Federal Plaza. Let's talk about it. You just brought it up, you know what I'm saying? You brought up the old Vindicator photo of Lamont on stage with Pistol Pete and DJ Me. You know what I'm saying? From Lamont and two white guys. From there, man, when was the last time all three of you guys were together? Pistol Pete, you know what I'm saying?
I talk to the white guys a lot. It's just everybody grew up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At that point in time, that's when we ain't have nothing. And we really had to go hard. Like those, like you got to think about it. We broke some of the biggest people who popping right now. Wiz Khalifa wasn't even popping. Wiz was on our show. We brought Wiz to the wedge. That's
like,
what he was doing.
Like when I tell you, you're like 1019 is like the only like station that only play. You know what I mean? So like they hear that, you know, like it's Lamont and the two white guys. Like this is the station that was like those two white motherfuckers used to go. Like, you know,
bro, because I was the battery pack to them.
Yeah,
like some of the stuff they were scared to say. I'm like, no, say that. Like get on here and talk crazy. Listen, we became number one before anybody. Like, listen, Ricky Smiley, Steve Harvey, they copied our show. That's all. If you look at Ricky Smiley morning show, that's Lamont and the two white guys. If you look at Steve Harvey with all those people on the show, that's Lamont and the two white guys. Like, all right, I'm gonna break something down for you. I'm gonna tell you about both of those. Ricky Smiley was just now about to go to Cleveland to do the radio station. He coming into Youngstown to do a show. We interview him. He on the phone with us like, man, I've been listening to y'all. This is the craziest show I ever heard in my life. Now peep this out. The year I left the radio because of the money issue was the year Ricky Smiley came with the morning show with all those people. He had a wild and crazy morning show. My stuff. Then you go to Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey wasn't doing nothing. He was doing Strawberry Letters. Remember that?
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
He wasn't even cussing. He was doing all church stuff. After he seen us and he was on it. Listen, this is what broke him down because a lot of people don't know. I was number one in Northeast Ohio. Cleveland radio station was about to get shut down because of us. Just because of our show. Like we made it hard for everybody to breathe the radio. And when we did Good Morning America, when they sent us the Good Morning America in New York, and we went out there and I seen all these people embracing us, and I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, like, how we in New York and I still ain't getting paid? That's why Lamont left the radio, because I'm watching you cash checks, watching you put $200,000 boards in here, new carpet. You got a big picture up on the wall. We got all these sponsors, KFC, Taco Bell.
You know what's crazy? And this is real rap because I came into Youngstown around 2003, 2004. And, you know, I was always getting linked up with like Lucky Penny or, you know, somebody from the Federal or stuff like that. Yeah, like, so, but like, I remember like being like, this ain't real music. Like you can't listen to none of it, you know, because I'm coming from New York. I'm coming from like where we listening to Jim Jones and Dipset and the Locks and everything, but like the radio personality, y'all used to have that shit on lock, man.
Because I changed the music, bro. I was changing the music. Like they would, like we got this would be on the list. It'll be Trey Songz. It'll be like a couple other people, but then it wouldn't be no rap. No, it'd be like R&B, and it'd be quick rap. So what I would do is when we get on the radio, I'm like, I pick songs. I play old school, new school. I play it all. To where now people buzzing in like, damn, I ain't heard that in a long time. I got the old school and I got the new school. Yeah. And then he'd be like, no, you got to play the Jay-Z and this and that. To where they start complaining about, hey, why this ain't on there? Why Lamont ain't? Like, nah, Lamont got you. Yeah. Me, I'm a boundary stepper. When you tell me no, I go further. I'd be like, nah, we gonna see. I'm gonna push it to the limit. You know what I'm saying? I just pushed it to the limit for the culture we was in. And then if you think about it like this, I started something to where I did Shout Your Block Out. Shout Your Block Out was people that was locked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
unlocked.
Shout Your Block Out. So what I would do before I get off the radio, I'd be like, I need all my people that's locked up, shout me out, beat them phones on the wall, beat on the wall, this, that, bro. Do you know I was getting mail like this?
Amen.
Like, no, I'm just talking about it would be bags of mail from Aryan Nation, the Black Mafia, it'll be the Mexican Mafia. Like,
everybody.
They sending us shit. Like, I love you. You know, when the hell you ever got a letter from an Aryan Nation talking about that?
Bro, I get it. Dude, AB sending you a letter, my nigga. You did something good. You did some good, bro.
I love what you doing with the white boys. You giving them a voice. Can't nobody say that, bro.
Yeah. You can't. Money can't get you that, brother. You
man,
know what I mean?
And some of the accolades, my bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm listening.
And some of the accolades, I just want people to know, I'm the first black DJ from this area who went #1. Nobody went #1 in this area for VJ. Nobody. Since I've been on the radio, nobody. Since even now, you ain't got a #1 black VJ in this area.
Yeah. I don't know why.
You know why?
White ones either.
No, you ain't got that either. I was the first one. I was the first one. I got the proof. I got everything to prove that I was the first one. And hard work brought that on, man. Because coming from the projects, me standing on that corner, and they gave me a voice. You know what it did? It had cops. It had cops coming to me.
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask you, was that because you was pushing the limits? Like whenever I get into something, I always get into something and it's like I want to get into it where I could like make my own decisions. Yeah. Once I feel like I'm getting held back or like I have to watch what I say or something like that, I feel like
I'm out.
Getting watered down. Like I don't like walking on eggshells. So do you feel like you doing what you wanted to do and it was working even though you was going against the machine? That's what made you, or like was it just like luck? What it was is all the years of me getting told no, me not having a voice, me not having a presence. You know what I'm saying? Everybody looked at me as
it's the funny guy, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't even telling jokes then. The comedy still wasn't popping.
I got you.
They did a show with Mike Epps. This what really topped it off. They did a show with Mike Epps, and Mike Epps looked at me like I don't know if he's gonna be. I looked at Mike Epps like, oh, okay. I went on stage and killed it. I come off stage, he like, whoa, I didn't know you was gonna do that. Then I do a show with D-Ray. Remember when D-Ray came to Youngstown? I did that show. I killed that show. D-Ray didn't even want to fuck with me after that. He looked at me like competition. But that's what opened my eyes on this. Like, oh, okay. So you're smiling my face and be in my city, but you're looking at me as competition, and then you don't want me to be a part of nothing. Oh, okay. So it made me hungry for success. Like the radio made me hungry for more success. It just taught me more. And what it is when you stay in a box, you only can go so far.
Yeah.
And if you doubt yourself, you only gonna go so far. My thing was this: once I got off the radio, they thought I fell off. They thought, oh, Lamont done, Lamont this and that. I already had a movement going that I was creating that people didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta walk away from yourself to gain yourself.
Amen, brother. Amen, brother.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you gotta cut people off who you hold on that's their weight. You know what I'm saying? You got to do that. And that was my thing. See, I had a lot of people around me who weren't telling me shit. They were just around me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And once you have people around you who don't be like, hey, bro, don't do this, or no, bro, you don't do that, or they just, yeah, you cool, cut them off. Because that's how they see. They see what they see for themselves. They thinking like, oh, we gonna win, but they ain't doing no work. So what I did was I cut everybody off in the world, and I started doing it for me, and I started doing myself. And once I started channeling in with that self person, the self person can see clear. He can see that motherfucker that ain't gonna do shit. He can see that motherfucker hating, and you ain't gotta say nothing. See, people fuel you by their intuition and their actions. Intuition is basically like, I see your dream, but I don't want to do nothing to help you.
Facts.
Actions, actions is oh, we almost there, but we ain't doing nothing. No, no, and you have to push yourself to the limit. Like I love what y'all doing, man. Keep going. Don't stop. Just because
Right.
a motherfucker ain't tuning in and tapping into y'all, keep going, bro. Because you know what? They weren't tapping into me at first. They didn't care about me at first. Nobody even was there at first. But once I kept grinding, once I kept pushing that envelope, motherfuckers jumped on board quick.
Yeah, bro. That's why I say you definitely inspiring, man. I saw you. I was at DC Young Fly. My people through the event, right? And I heard
Oh, okay.
Lamont. Like I said, I've seen him before. I went out there and I actually got to see your act for the first time. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not even gassing you because you're here. I wouldn't even reach out to you. I was very impressed, bro. When I say the comedic and the comedy section in this area, I think you got it. You know what I'm saying? I think you got it. I think you are the one for us to all piggyback behind. If other ones come behind you or anyone else doing it that emerges, please come to our knowledge. I would love to support y'all as well. But to my knowledge, just as somebody I can see it can go on stage and you were funny in DC Young Fly. I'm gonna be honest.
Thank you, bro.
He got the little stupid ass boy. He got the little antics and shit he does that make everybody laugh. And we
Yeah.
know 85 South and shit. It was good. But when it comes to sets, I'm a student of the craft. I'm a fan of comedy. So I watch it. I'm like, no, this nigga got more original content. He got more original content. And DC is a professional on a grand scale. So it's like, if we got this in the area, it's only a certain time until this nigga takes off. People just don't know about him yet. So I was like, hey, we gotta get Lamont on the show before he blows up, before he's too big for us. We gotta get this nigga on the show.
Man, I ain't
Get an
never too
interview
big
with
for
him,
y'all.
man.
Listen, I ain't never too big for y'all. Whenever y'all need me, I'll tap in. Believe
All
that.
right, bro.
It's not about that. My thing is, you help people in the community that's coming up. You don't never turn your back or be like, oh yeah, I'll do that some other time. That's what's wrong with people. They be too big headed and they in a small situation. That's
And
what it is.
you know what? I love this interview because it's like my brother right here. He is exactly what you're saying, where he likes to he likes to just have everything right, and like he's helped me with my vision. He's one of the niggas that was just like, that's what you want to do? I bet. And then I'm like, yo, I think I need help. Finally. And then he was able to help me, right? That's just me coming from the streets, like just expecting nobody, you know what I mean, to see it your way or to actually help you the way you need to be helped, right?
But don't block yourself, bro. Not to cut you off. You go back to that topic, but just don't block yourself. That's what's wrong with black people. They scared for help. They scared to ask for help. You gotta listen. If I don't know something, I go to people and ask questions. I say, bro, I need some help. Straight up. I'm not too perfect. I'm not too big. And that's what you have to do, bro. You have to really. The reason why black men is like they is now because they don't express themselves the way they should. Like sometimes you have to say, bro, I'm fucked up. I need help. Like I do need help. I'm not scared. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you have to reach out that inner. Stop blocking yourself. Get away from yourself and come around yourself and say, look, I need this, bro.
Bro, I'm a firm believer, bro. Pride and ego will be your biggest fall. And a lot of times, the people that's going to make fun of you for asking for help or reaching out for help, they're not going where you're going. It's another step. It's another levels to this shit. So you can look at me now and say, this bitch ass nigga came to me, asked for help too. My pride, what? That don't do nothing to me. Yeah, tell everybody. I'll stand next to you and tell everybody, yep.
I need help.
I'm that person. So like when he told me his vision, like you were saying, like I'm a person that's like, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it right.
Right.
Whether it's me or you. So if you Lamont like, hey man, I need some graphics, I need this, I need that. Nigga, within an hour, I'm gonna have his back to you. You know what I'm saying? Because I treat it like if it was mine. If I'm like, man, I need a logo, I need this, I need that. would I sit there all fucking day if I know how to do it and take my time, or would I get it to you myself immediately? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's why like, you're right though. You gotta find people that really care about not only like, hey, my nigga, let's sip champagne and take pictures and selfies with celebrities, but let's also what you trying to do, bro? What's your strong points? What's your weak points? All right, I can do those for you. I'll do those for you.
My team and
Yeah.
on every and when I fuck with somebody that I feel like don't even fuck with me, I care about the mental health. I care about like
Facts.
giving the flowers because yo, like people see you, Lamont 330 in 2026 and 2027, and you blowing up, you with DC Young Fly, B
Everybody else,
all
Bubba
these
Dub and
people,
shit.
niggas is like, yo, this is overnight. Overnight?
Bro,
Overnight.
I got so many questions about the overnight that y'all don't even know.
Listen, this shit did not work overnight, bro. All right, so listen, I'm gonna tell you how many years I got in here for real. Y'all gonna be like, damn, I got over 30 years in comedy. That's what people don't know. This shit ain't just happened. This shit been going on for years. Like I took comedy like when I first got on the radio. That's 2010, Mike Epps show. I stopped doing comedy after that because it was like I was scared because of the street. I was in the street, so I was scared of that because I didn't know how to execute the two. So what I did was this. I was like, you know what, this comedy gonna work. I'm gonna push this comedy. So it took me 2016. You know, I get stopped for some old warrants, and they send me to Columbus. I'm sitting in Columbus for a month. They send me to West Virginia for 6 days. Then I get out. And then when I get out, it was like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You got to take this shit serious. So I just started going to like little open mics. I wasn't telling nobody who I was. I wasn't even using Lamont 330. I just go to the open mics and sit and watch everybody and see who hot. And I was just watching the hot ones, watching this. Now I go to Cleveland, go to the open mics and just sit and watch who hot. And then it was like, you know what? Dude, you funnier than these dudes. Like, come on, man. Like, put your shit to use. And then that's what it was. I started seeing like these dudes ain't even really like.
Yeah.
I know I can run this game. And then now fast forward, my mom get cancer, and then right after that, I do a show. I do Bubba Dub in Columbus. When I do Bubba Dub, that's when my whole career blew up. That's when Bubba Dub started paying attention. He was like, "Oh, okay." Then
I'm in Columbus right now.
Oh yeah. I was at the Funny Bone with Troy now.
Yeah, bro. Listen, I saw D-Ray at the Funny Bone too. He wasn't funny at all. I left.
Bro, a lot of that stuff. Listen, you know why they ain't funny? Because they're still doing jokes from 10 years, 20 years ago. I'm gonna tell y'all something that y'all might not know.
They say that shit for Netflix, bro. They say they're good shit for Netflix.
But listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something that y'all don't even know that y'all gonna be shocked by. I don't write nothing down. I never wrote nothing down. So all these comedy shows that I'm doing is just get the mic and go on stage. I never write nothing down. I don't.
He's Lil Wayne of comedy, bro. He's a Lil Wayne of Jay-Z of comedy.
Oh no, you can ask anybody when they ask me. I have people, who your writers? I'm like, nobody. They're like, don't nobody be writing that shit? Like, no, I don't. I'm like, I don't. Like half of the time, I don't even remember what I said. I just go on stage.
You give me Ali Sadiq vibes, where it's like a storyteller. Because a lot of times you talk about, from what I saw from your sets, it's about your life. It's about your uncles, your grandma, or somebody. It's like relatable because everybody was laughing. It wasn't because they know your people.
Because they know the struggle, bro.
Yeah, they know them people. Yeah.
I grew up with roaches. I grew up on welfare. I grew up having to bust my gun. I used to have to sell dope. I used to have to wear hand-me-downs. Nigga, I used to eat at homeless shelters. Like, people don't know this shit. They think my life is just smooth. No, I come from the bottom of this shit. And see, that's what I be wanting these kids to see. Like, somebody who really come from the trenches. Not nobody who faking, making it seem like they from the trenches, and then when they go back, they don't get no love. I'm from the hole in the wall. Like, I used to run numbers for all the bootlegs in my in the hood. I used to have to go run their numbers, buy the beer at 12 years old, bring it back to the hood, pushing the grocery buggy to get their beer and their liquor to them. Like that, people don't know this stuff. Like my lifestyle is just what you see now. Like if you knew me, a lot of people who know me, they know. They're like, oh yeah, he's from there.
Hey, listen, I heard a lot of shit about you from over the years, man. And speaking of over the years, it seems like as a comedian in May of 2010, you appeared at the Malarious comedy lineup at the Oakland Center. Tell us about that. You know what I'm saying? I like going back in the archives. You know what I'm saying?
That show was, I don't know. That was a crazy show, man. I'm just gonna keep it like that. I ain't gonna say nothing about that, but that was a crazy ass show. That was crazy, man.
Okay.
That was a crazy show.
You want to talk about it? You want to talk about it?
What's so crazy? I didn't even get paid for that show. That show was crazy. That was everybody else get paid. I didn't get paid. I was like, wow.
Yo, listen, on the come up, those be the ones that you have to think like, yo.
Bro, I just started getting paid. Last year, I just started getting paid for my shows, bro. Listen, people would book me in these shows around here and be like, hey, I got a show for you. I'd be like, all right, who on the lineup? I'm like, I'm like, all right, we getting paid? Yeah, I got you. Get to the show and they give me $25. I'm like, is we cool? Like, this is for real? Like, he like, yeah. I'm like, all right. So that's why, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. My success blew up because I would be like, hey, listen, I don't want to get paid because I know you ain't gonna pay me shit. Just make sure I'm on the show. Send me the flyer.
That's me, bro. Like, I know y'all niggas ain't got no money, so we not about to waste our time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to do it.
Yeah. And I'm gonna give you another fun fact. Ain't no comedian did over 400 shows. I did 400 shows before I even did major shows. 400.
Shit, bro.
Not getting paid.
I was about to ask you that.
All right.
Because it says basically you were publicly but you were publicly doing comedy shows in 2010s. But years later, you promoted the Octave show as your first headline show.
Mm-hmm.
With that, so talk about like why you named that one as your first headline show, and then talk about the other shows beforehand. Like we talked to 400.
I mean, like, see what it is with Octave reached out to me. We was gonna do a show. You know, shout out to Jay and all that. You know what I'm saying? But they reached out to me to do the show. The show never happened. But you know, I love doing comedy. I love like putting our city on the map. Warren, Youngstown. That's what I rep. I don't rep Warren. I rep Warren and Youngstown. You know, and I do that. I do that for real. When I'm on stage, when people be like, "Where you from?" I'll be like, "I'm from Warren, close to Youngstown, but I rep Warren and Youngstown." They be like, "How you rep both cities?" I say, "Because that's how I do." And then I rep PA too, because I got to shout PA out too, because that's our bubble. That was our bubble for the radio, Warren, Youngstown, and PA. So I keep those two. I keep those three on deck everywhere I go. So I represent Warren, but I'm from Youngstown and PA. So I make that known because they got to know we from the area. And when people come to this area, I want people to know who we are. Like, I don't want nobody coming to this area thinking they coming to get a meal ticket and that's it. Like, no, when you come to our city, you're going to respect how you come to our city. That's it.
We got people like you,
comedians, rappers, I don't care who you is.
No, listen, when I saw you on stage with DC, it was the first time I felt in this city we have a comedic level of, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got some, like, we got good, great artists here. I guess I know all the musicians here.
Yeah.
But on the comedy and acting wise, we need to have emerging faces where it's like people's like, nah, man, like that nigga can act. That nigga, Lamont can hang. He can hang with whoever you put him on stage with. And I feel like you are that person. With the radio, did that teach you how to improvise before stand-up ever did, or did you just kind of like already had that in you?
No, I had people who groomed me to do this stuff. I've been taught how to do this, bro. I've been doing this since a kid. I've been doing my first talent show was at 11. I was hosting. You know what I'm saying? When grown people should have been hosting, I was hosting at 11. Shout out to Mr. Birch. He passed away. Rest in peace. You know, Mr. Birch and Dink Trimble. Like Dink Trimble was like he was a Q dog. Went to Central State, but he was at Central at the same time, Puffy and them. But Dink was that guy. Like he was from Warren, Ohio, but he was that guy.
Okay.
And he was the man in comedy. And like I used to crack jokes in the hood. I really wasn't looking for this type, but he used to be like, dude, you funny. And then me and him cracked on each other. He was like, oh yeah, I gotta keep you with me. Come on, you with me. And so they used to groom me, like they used to take me places to crack on grown people. So I had to be out here cracking on grown ass men, and I'm a kid. I'm like, man, what the? But I would be like my lunch table. When I was in school, my lunch table stayed packed. People would wait on me to come to lunch. Like my teacher made sure I sat next to her because I would make everybody laugh. I would be in class clowning. Like that's just me. So when it comes to like comedy is just like my life has been crazy over the years from a kid to now. So all I'm doing is going through my memory bank and telling you true life events. People be laughing, but this should be real. Like it'd be real. Like that subject I said in Akron about me in jail. And I said, fuck the judge. And that nigga said, stop that line, bring them back. When I had to march backwards and turn around to the judge. Nigga, that was real.
Yeah.
I gave me 5 months for that
when you
shit.
talking on stage, I was like, that nigga not making this, like he's talking to us right now. Like he's telling us stories about him getting his ass whooped with extension cord. I believe it. I've heard this extension cord ass whooping joke 1,000 times. I watched Def Comedy Jam and Comedy all my life, y'all. But it's something about original stories that make it where it's like, it's not just an extension cord joke though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's one thing I like about your brand is I'm like, you have a lot of personality, but you got a way, like you say, man, to make it universally fresh too at the same time, where it's like not as familiar, but Bernie Mac ain't say it quite like that. You know what I mean?
But you know what it is, bro. And even with DC on Fly, even just doing that show with him, you can tell he was looking at me different. You can tell. you can tell because it's like when I got off stage, you're like, yeah, you killed it. But the look on his face was like, nigga, I know what you doing.
Yeah.
I know. But you know, I'm not. But see, it come like I'm just me. I'm just telling you what I went through. And I'm telling you my story. So when these dudes see me, they thinking like, oh yeah. But when I get on stage and come off, they like, oh shit, you competition. Like you ain't like I thought you was just because a lot of them don't know I'm a comedian until I go up on stage.
Do you think they think that you're supposed to be canceled by the time you old because you don't know how to like maneuver? Because I'm a battle rapper, right? But I took it to the moon when I was a battle rapper. Like, you know what I mean? Because I knew where battle rap
Wait a minute. You was on the Testament battle rap thing, weren't you?
Yeah.
Man, you my motherfucker, man. Let me tell you, bro. I was rooting for you in them comments. I was like, yeah, talk that shit. Get on that nigga. Nigga. Hey, listen, I was trying to come to a show to see you, bro. I swear to God, bro. But every time the set sent me the thing, I wouldn't check the thing until after y'all had it. I'm like, damn, the set. Like, fuck. Yeah, bro. I love your style. You know what? I'm gonna keep it real, bro. You need to take your shit to URL, bro. Real shit, because you that type of motherfucker. You that type of motherfucker get up on somebody's skin and fuck their whole battle career up because they ain't ready. They're not ready for you, bro. See, you like me. You like me with comedy. You like to get in people's mindset and fuck with them. That's what I do. Yeah, that's what I do.
It's like
we're all alike.
You know, you got it, bro. As long as you mentally fucking with them, bro, you just got them off their game. You know you coming with your best every time. So like, as a battle rapper, it was just like I came and maybe I burned a couple bridges, or maybe I fucked up. Okay, I burned a couple bridges and everything.
You only burn bridges because that hunger inside of you, bro. That's that hunger inside of you,
bro. Do you feel like you rubbed a few people the wrong way because of your confidence, or maybe
he's intimidating, bro? Listen, when I'm answering for you, bro. He's intimidating, dog. Both, like the idea of this. Whenever, like, I know how we are. I know how I am, bro. I'll be the nicest nigga because I know I'm a wolf. You know what I'm saying? But I know no matter how nice I am to niggas, they gonna look at me and say, man, who this nigga? Because I thought you was just a warm-up. You were supposed to be here to be the warm-up guy. Now you're going before I go on, and I gotta make niggas laugh like you was. Lamont, no, bro. You was cool backstage smoking a blunt and being the warm-up guy, talking and laughing. You was funny. I like that.
My thing is this, bro. I don't talk to him. I don't be in their face. I only see DC when I got off stage and he was outside. That was it. I'm not the type, like, bro, even with Bubba Dub, he gotta tell me where Mont at. Tell Mont to come here. Cause I be off into my own world, bro. Bro. You gotta understand where I come from. This Ohio shit, and from the area we from, it makes us a loner. It makes us stand out. It makes us not want to be in front of them people because it's like they got motion. I'm not trying to be in their motion. I'm a person here, but that's their motion. I gotta make my own wave. That's like if I'm in the pool getting hit by this wave, I ain't gonna make no waves. Nigga, I gotta make waves too. Shit.
Got
and
you,
that's
bro.
all it is. And I'm not the type of person to get around people and take pictures and be like, oh, I was with him. Bubba Dub had to tell me, take some pictures. Like here, pull your phone out, get this video. This for you, bro.
Yeah,
like I don't
feel the same way though, bro. And Quad just said the same thing. Like, cause I'm a New York nigga, so I feel like I can't, like jock a nigga too hard because I feel like he gonna get the wrong idea of me being like where I'm giving you your respect and me being like a weirdo fan type shit. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
egos, man. Egos.
It is all right. So put it like this: I had comedians call him Bubba Dub, like why Lamont on the show. I had like people, other comedians from this area. Why Lamont get to go on these shows? Why Lamont? But like Bub told him, Lamont funny. I ain't got Lamont to come do whatever I say. Now what comedian? Now this Bubba Dub we talking about. This man on top of the world.
Right.
I put the shows I just did with Bubba Dub. I was the one putting the music together, putting the lineup together, putting myself first in the lineup. Not put myself before Bubba Dub. He calling me like, well, damn, bro, you already got the lineup together. Yeah, you told me to. I got it all together. All y'all got to do is pull up. That's it.
Bro, who that sound like?
That's it. That's what I like. People are like, oh, why you doing that? I said, bro, if you really want to get ahead, you have to do this type of shit. They ain't have to call me 4 times. Nigga, listen, I pull up. I'm sitting outside a gas station in Cleveland, waiting on them. They called me like, oh, we gonna be late. Just go to the club. I said, all right, bet. I get to the club. I already got the lineup together. I already got the music. I'm calling them like, what music y'all coming out to? They don't even know what's going on. They done gave me the music. Now, I did that for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday shows. I ain't say one word to Bubba Dub about, oh, I need to get paid. I don't be talking to them like that. When Bub say, put me on the show, when Bub say, hey, man, I got a show for you. All right, where is that? I don't call him, get me a ticket. All right, I'm about to get my ticket, or I'm about to drive. I'll see you such and such. Boom. Pull up. That's it. I don't be calling that man and saying, hey, you need to do this and do that. See, they love me because I'm dedicated to the grind and the hustle. You know what I'm saying? They don't fuck with me because I'm Lamont and this and that. They see what I'm doing.
Bro, you gonna make it. If ain't nobody told you gonna make it today, I'm gonna tell you right now, nigga. You know what I'm saying? At 3 o'clock, 2:48, you gonna make it, brother, because it's the small details, it's the small things. Yeah. It's like, bro, he here to basically a man telling y'all he here to seek and destroy.
Oh yeah, I've been on that. It's personal. It's personal to me because you know why it's personal? Because I watch these people come in our city all the time, get 10,000, 5,000. They ain't put nobody on. They you see them somewhere, they don't even speak to you. You know what I'm saying? And you just came to the city. I just did a show with you. A motherfucker look you up and down and turn his head. So that's what motivated me to say, oh, okay, y'all can come here and get a bag, but now y'all don't see us. Okay, now I'm gonna make you see me. And I ain't asking nobody for help. I've been taking these trips, going on everything, building my buzz while everybody else complaining about, oh, it ain't nothing going on in the city. Why you complaining? Do something about it. Do something about it. If you gonna complain, you're not doing nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna pop in our area because you know why? They think small-minded. They think get into it with somebody in the city. You ain't supposed to get into it with nobody in your city.
Amen.
If you doing something in your city, everybody's supposed to be mashed up. If we got 25 rappers, every 25 rappers supposed to meet up, iron out their differences, and let's move as a motherfucking unit. If you can't get past the differences, I don't know what's going on out here, bro. I feel like Detroit.
Flip this part up.
I feel like Detroit has been the only state that's ever done that.
No. I'm from Louisiana. I know niggas in Louisiana, Texas, Atlanta, all over who don't like each other, but get money together.
Now peep this out. It can happen. People is out here over petty ass beefs. People out here over petty ass remarks that you could have been like, bro, fuck that. Let's move around and let's do this. You know what's wrong with it? It's too many I'm the man, egos in this motherfucking
Thank
city.
you.
And
Thank you.
you know what it was with me? People push me to the back to say, I'm the number one comedian. I do this. You know what I did? I said, all right, but I'm steady making moves. I'm making moves, and I'm steady playing chess while these niggas is playing checkers. And now they see my chessboard, and now everybody like, oh, Lamont did this. No, motherfucker, I've been doing this. You ain't paying attention.
Nigga, you ain't been
You ain't
watching
paying
close enough.
attention. You too mad about me moving instead of saying, come here, bro, help me get on there.
Stupid man.
Like I said before earlier, I need help. That's the biggest motherfucking word that's holding everybody back in Youngstown, Warren, PA. I need help.
Facts.
I'm too scared to say, I need help, bruh.
And that's
I
not.
don't know this shit.
Like, and I want niggas to understand this because it's sucky, right?
Y'all talk about Lamont, my bad. He my favorite comedian now, nigga.
Lamont, all right.
What y'all talking about?
Is probably one of the most funniest niggas because he's gonna come with his best jokes, right? But you niggas will be like pulling a fucking tooth out to get you to spend $15, $20 with my mans, but you'll go to a Mike Epps fucking
or a DC Young Fly show.
Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna piggyback on what you go ahead.
$55 show because it's Mike Epps and these niggas, and the only nigga that's gonna be actually good is Lamont 330. And guess what? He's probably gonna be the opener. So he's gonna be the first nigga.
Yeah.
See all these other niggas that's gonna be completely trash. That
Stupid ass boy. Stupid ass boy. Stupid ass boy. Stupid ass boy. I get it. I get it, bro.
I'm not saying this shit because this nigga's here. This is
I swear to God. That's why we brought him here.
So many of these niggas shows, bro. And these niggas is always the opener, the nigga that nobody knows, or it's always one of the OGs that has to save the show. And by the time we get to Cedric, which is like the fucking main event, I'm too sleepy for this shit, bro.
Now, I'm gonna piggyback off what you said about Akron. Now, peep this out. Akron, there's comedians on the lineup. I'm cool with that. I ain't saying nothing. I'm like, all right, bet. I know the comedians on the lineup, but it's this. I bring a different energy, and I'm just gonna talk like this. I'm more confident in what I do. See, these dudes is just trying to make you laugh.
Yeah.
They trying to make you laugh. I'm really making you laugh. And I keep telling people this, like you can say what you want to. When you watch them clips of me on stage and I'm putting them clips on Facebook, I'm not editing that. That's our genuine laughs. People really laugh. Like I tell, like you said about the going to see other people's shows. Now peep this out. I told the motherfucker no, last year they like, I got a comedy show. Oh yeah, we going to Cleveland to that 85. I'm like, all right, bet. I got a comedy show right here. All right, bet. We coming. Nobody showed up. Now peep this out. Fast forward, I do this show with DC Young Fly now. They see me on it. Oh man, you got tickets for me?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, bro, trust me. Listen, I'm a musician. I didn't open up for big acts, Rick Ross, Thug, you name it, champ. And I realized y'all niggas is dicked out. You niggas is dicked out and y'all fanboy. It could be your cousin, your best friend, your girlfriend, whoever it is. They believe in you. A lot of people that's close to you, they know I believe in you, my nigga. But if you really believe in yourself, that's a problem because you're gonna leave me here. You're gonna get too big.
But see, that's what it is. I'm super confident in me. And when I start being super confident, niggas start bagging up. They
that's when you become a problem. Mm-hmm. And niggas is looking at him like Lamont too. He a prima donna. He this, he did. Like, no, nigga. You know what? I feel like I should get paid more just because you know what? I feel like I bring more to the. You say some shit like that, it sound like it, but if you actually look at the fucking film and see that I'm actually more funny than every fucking act that's been in movies, that's been in motherfucking tours.
Don't matter. They dicked out, man.
But you ask for a little bit more money because you the poor nigga. You the nigga coming up. You the problem. You
Yeah,
believe in yourself a little too much, my brother. Calm down. What you mean, calm down?
that's what
Calm
they want you to do.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that-
what you mean, bro?
yeah, that's
Listen,
what they
man.
want. Hey, and
Success
just like you said about
weird.
just like you said about Akron though, on some real shit, that's what everybody said when I was taking pictures. Man, you was funnier than DC. And I'm like, oh man. Like, thank you. I ain't, I wasn't going around like, you think I'm funny? Like, this is what they were saying.
Bro, I feel you. You're not fishing for compliments. You're not trying to devise nothing. I would love if he did a great set too. It'd be dope. Oh man, all y'all was funny. That's what I'm going for. But that ain't how it happened, champ. That ain't always how it happened. You feel me?
Even if, bro, even if you going into this motherfucker, I'm sure you're not going into this motherfucker thinking like, I'm gonna be funnier than Mike Epps. Or I'm
Right.
gonna be funnier than. But if you're funnier than Mike Epps, and this is a compliment that I'm sure that you get with no problem, brother.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
But you gotta think about it though. Like these niggas, it's like anything. I'm hungry, they're full. This
That's
man is going around the whole
it.
country and the world performing the same old baby.
That's it.
Like the shit from the DVD he did 10
Yeah.
years ago, he's still gonna throw that in there sometimes.
Yeah.
Do a little crowd work because they ain't got no more jokes right now, and then they go back to some old shit that. And listen, I get it. I understand the lazy
You just said
routine.
but you just said something that I've been saying forever. After 5 minutes, these comedians ain't the same.
At all.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Like me, I just did an hour of comedy. Like all shit off the top of my dome. And I'm talking about like off the top of the dome. Like and these people, like I don't even be looking at the timer, and it's so crazy. My body said, all right, in the comedy, right? I go look at my motherfucking, I look at the film. That bitch said 59-17.
Hey,
I
that is a special, nigga.
I did like this. I tapped my friend. I said, "Hey man, I think I just did an hour." He said, "You for real?" I said, "Man, I swear to God." I said, "My body stopped me, but it's 59-16." He like, "You for real?" I said, "Look." That's it. Popped up like boom.
That's working out in the gym, brother.
Yeah, and see, people feel like, oh man, how you listen, man? I'm gonna tell you like this: you gotta believe in yourself, 2,000%. You can't question yourself. You can't doubt yourself. That was a lot of my hesitation because I was doubting myself whether I'd be funny, whether I'll put on a good show, or is people gonna come see me? Nah, I don't give a fuck. If ain't nobody in the crowd. As long as I get on stage and do my thing, that's all I care about. And listen, bro, my shows be more packed with. It's a mixed crowd now.
Yeah.
White people love me because I talk about them and I sound just like them, and they love that. They love that. White people come up to me like, "You are the best. I swear to God, you make me laugh. The way you just did that white impression. Oh my God, you on point." On point, buddy.
Yes, sir.
So you know what I'm saying? I love that, but this is one thing I want people to understand about Lamont 3L. I'm never gonna stop. The grind will always continue. Only person can stop me is God. Can't nobody else stop me, bro. My feet planted in the ground, and I'm 10 toes heavy on it. And I ain't gonna stop until somebody understand that Warren Youngstown is the mecca of everything that y'all stole from us. Y'all done stole music from us. Y'all done stole fashion from us. Y'all done stole everything that we do.
Come on.
And y'all make it y'all own. These West Coast niggas is vibing off Youngstown music. Like when you send music, like this would get me. When you send music to these artists or you give artists these music, they take your shit and study your shit and revamp it and then bring it back to the masses. Now, the reason why I tell you that, I'm gonna tell you this on some real shit. A couple of my music got stole. That's why I quit doing music because I was doing music first. You know what I'm saying? And people out here, I was on Facebook. You can look me up, Lamont Bryant on Facebook. I was on what's the one before Facebook?
MySpace.
Yeah, I was on MySpace. I started this Block Boy shit. This was 2000. This 2004. I started Block Boys. Then you got JB Block Boy. These niggas was tapping in with me on my Block Boy shit. And the nigga came out with JB Block. They don't even know where this Block Boy come from.
Right.
They thinking they coming from Memphis. No, that shit come from here. Nigga, I didn't have this shit on my arm. Block Boy. This shit ain't been
Yeah.
on my arm since 2002, my nigga. My first mixed CD was Block Boys. You know what? I sent some shit to E40. He came out with the Block Report. Block
Yeah.
Boys. Ride on it. That's my song, my nigga. That's my shit. That's my
Well,
group.
G Herbo got my song right now, so
Man,
I
listen,
don't feel
I
bad
can
for no
go
nigga.
deeper. Ace Hood, Hustle Hard. If you go back right now, if you go look on MySpace, look up Lamont Bryan, and you're gonna see them songs. Hustle Hard. That's one of my songs. Ace Hood
I
stole
wish
it.
I could remember my MySpace, bro.
Listen,
Oh my God, bro.
y'all, we breaking news right now, motherfucker.
Yeah, I
Hold
know.
on,
I'm telling you
hold
some
on,
real
bro.
shit, bro.
hold on, cuz clip all of this shit. This
Yo,
gonna be
clip
nigga.
it all, bro.
Hey, cause when he get famous, nigga, this
You know what
Oh,
I'm
I'm telling you,
it's a
these
rap.
niggas know what I'm talking about.
We be playing this shit again.
Because
We said this bitch shade room. Listen, Ace Hood, we
No,
coming for
but
you,
listen.
bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, he know. Them niggas know. DJ Khaled know because I was sending music to him. This
Yeah,
before when you send
E40.
your music off. You send your music off. You send it this. You send them that. I'm sending music off to all these people in the industry. All these labels.
Oh yeah, I was too.
My music was getting surfaced and like how I cut it because when Ace Hood came out with that Hustle Hard, I'm like, damn, that sound like my song. My brother called me like, nigga, how your song on the radio? I'm like, what you mean? He like, nigga, you don't hear your song? He playing the Hustle Hard. I'm like, damn. Only thing he changed about it was the way he rapped. But the hook, that's my shit. That hustle hard, nigga. That's my shit. That's my shit. I can go at a lot of people right now.
I ain't about to say, listen, I get my coins right, man. My lawyer on retainer. I'm
boy,
coming. Hey,
boy,
Herbo, clip this up, Herbo. We talking.
Just like, man, listen, just like I did a show with Young Buck at the Metropolis. This was 07. 07. Did a show with Young Buck at the Metropolis. This nigga trying to talk about, yeah, we need a song. Nigga, I got on a gold Rolex. What the fuck is you talking about? You trying to sign me? Get the fuck out of here. And then I crushed the show at the Metropolis. I got a video of that shit. Had that bitch rocking. Young Buck get on stage. All he had was Shorty Wanna Ride With Me and that one shit. And that was it. People wasn't feeling that shit. Niggas, when I came on stage, niggas was around me. He had to come to me like, damn, yo, I see you out here, bro. You eating Skittles. You remember Skittles? Remember Skittles and all them from Cleveland?
Oh shit.
Yeah. Man, I killed all that shit. I had Skittles on stage like, shout out to Warren. Y'all came up here and did y'all thing, Warren. That's what she had. I'm a Kappa. Yeah, nigga, we shit on niggas. Nah, get out of here. Like, nigga, I was running rap.
I can't hear it.
You can hear me?
I can't hear it.
Can you hear me?
Hey, hold on.
You hear me?
Technical difficulty, y'all. I can't hear shit.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
No hablo inglés, nigga.
Hablo inglés. Contáramos,
This nigga Burrow in the middle of a hustle hard story.
Oh, that's real shit, bro.
I can still hear you, Lamont.
Yeah, I can. You can hear me, bro?
Yeah, keep going. I got you. I'll fix this shit. Keep talking.
Yeah, but a lot of niggas was stealing. I ain't gonna crap. A lot of niggas was stealing. A lot of rap niggas was stealing. A lot of them. So that's what made me like say fuck music. I was on something else. I was like, man, I gotta get out of here. There's too much competition in music. Then you got these.
I'm log out.
You logging out?
Corey.
Yeah, hold on. My other brother stepped in and give me a second. Can you hear me?
He can't hear you. Can you hear us?
You?
I know you can hear me. He can't hear us. He's sitting over there looking like he. You know how somebody be sitting at McDonald's and you look through the window. Like you ain't order me then?
Yeah, bro. But yo, I appreciate everything. You know, like you've been grinding, man. Your story's amazing, brother. Yo, you basically, I already know your story because it feels like I'm going through the same struggles.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the fact that, like, you know, like you could be real with yourself. You know, like, yo, I need help. You know, you could tell a motherfucker like, yo, like this is what I got going on, and and shit like that. You know what I mean? And that takes a lot from somebody. You know what I mean? So I just appreciate you. You know what I mean? You just being like real, and you perfecting your craft, and you doing what you got to do. And yeah, man, like just everything you got going on, like let everybody know what you got coming up as far as shows.
Right now, I'm on the road with Bubba Dub. You know, I got spot dates with him. I got shows coming up right now. I'm just waiting on my tour list to come, and then right now I just did my own show. I do my own shows. 330 Comedy, 330 ENT. We just had Lamont's World, Lamont Big Dummy. I got more shows coming up. I got a show the day after Christmas, but right now it's more on the road with Bubba Dub that I'm doing right now. So once I get my list, I'll be able to post, and I'll tag y'all in that. Right now it's just building the franchise, building everything I got going on. Oh, and another thing too, me and my wife, we franchise owners at Steak and Shake. We own a Steak and Shake in Niles, Ohio. So, anybody,
Nice.
yeah. So anybody want to come, be a part of it, just let me know. We'll tap in, get everybody together. But I appreciate Not for the Week for putting me on this podcast, and shout out to all y'all, man. I appreciate this, and y'all keep going chasing y'all goals too, man. We all from the same mud. I want to see y'all win just like I'm winning. I want to see y'all do big things too. And
Yeah,
I'm
man.
a
Are you gonna
supporter.
be on the Plug Network?
Huh?
Did you do anything with the Plug Network? Did you do any sketches with the Plug?
No, I never. Man, Felix. Yeah, tell Felix to quit BSing too, because he called
Man,
me. Because he called me saying, "Oh yeah, I wanted to talk to you about some movie stuff," and this, but that never happened. And then just
man,
tell
we
me.
gonna get you in there, man. We gonna get you in there in season 2, man. We gonna get you right, man. Because this shit, it's a shame that you didn't make season 1. Yeah,
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
so we gonna make sure you definitely in season 2, brother. Always appreciate a guest like you, man. You welcome back anytime you need any promo. You let me know. We'll throw the flyer on here, brother. We'll make shit happen. I appreciate you every day, real nigga shit, bro.
Oh, you already know, bro. You know how we rocking. Come on, dog. I'm a big fan of your rapping, bro. Like I said, take that shit serious, bro, because you the truth in that. And ever since I seen you the first time, I'm like, yeah, he the one. So you know what I'm saying. You also making moves in your rap thing, bro. Just apply pressure on their neck, and don't give up what you love, bro. That's what you love. Go hard on what you love, not what you like.
Always appreciate you, man. But we gonna get up out of here, man.
Yep.
Get these technical difficulties right, man. There
What's
you
up?
have it, Lamont 330, man. You already know. Go check him out
Much
anywhere, like
love.
anywhere that he posts that he's gonna be at. Funny cat, man. And
Thank
yo,
you.
it's gonna be right. We're gonna do another show with my brother Hive and everything. So be on the lookout for that. So we out of
Gotcha.
here, man. Not for
Now give me my theme music. Not for the